Ready to go. Here we go. Heads down. Watch that pin on the gate. A sweeping start from the Kawasaki rider. Can he hold on to it? He does. And we'll check in with our whole shot winner. And it's 41 of Dax Bennett in the mix there as well. Bennett with a great start. Oh, big time.
Wow.
There. Several riders picking their bikes up.
1, 2,
the number
3,
69,
4, 5,
the 17, the 58.
6.
We've got visors off, fenders off.
7.
That's a big one there, man. Hope everybody's okay. They're slowly picking themselves
sure.
up. Everybody up under their own power. That is great to see the MX Sports staff all over that as we get ready to go into the 10 Commandments.
Is that number 98 able to hold on to that hole shot? Thomas Welch not able to. Hasn't been a very good omen here this morning, the hole shots.
Right.
Hasn't worked out for too many guys.
The 41 starting 3 spots over from the gate. Dax Bennett. Big tall kid, man. He just shot up over the last year. It seems like he was on a 65 about 45 minutes ago.
Right.
And he goes, yeah, I'm good. I'm just going to hop right into this big boy class here. As we'll take a ride with the 250B Limited. The whole shot, you said it. He goes to the number 98 Kawasaki of Thomas Welch out of Maryland. But Dax Bennett will say, you know what? Just hand me the rock, bro. I'll take it on in.
I will carry the rock, he says. No problem.
Welch is going to try to follow him around, but Bennett in this 250B Limited class right now in control.
And he's been solid all through the qualifiers.
Sure.
Typical Dax Bennett. He got a great history down here.
Well, listen, I'm going to give you a crash course, and not just you, but if you see a guy with a Red Bull helmet on, the guy's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to make it very easy for you. They hand select these kids when they get about 14 years old.
Yeah.
LePolin's another one. Bennick's the guy right here. Pierce Brown's one. He's making waves out in the professional ranks. So see that, this guy's good. All right, we got a new second. Welch is under the attack of the number 12. Is that Jack Chambers? I believe it is. Jack Chambers out of Florida putting the heat on Thomas Welch, and he is moving on by. How about it? Jackson Gray, double sevens in the number 4 spot. Gray gets him back, or pardon me, Welch gets Chambers back there side by side, pushes him almost off the racetrack, and he backs it in there. How about that line?
Flat track style.
That was nice. He gets back around Thomas Welch. As we get ready to go into the 10 Commandments, and Dax Bennett adjusts that rearview mirror. He wants to watch that race. He goes, man, that's a good race.
It is a good race.
Where he can see it. Jack Chambers hops into the 10 Commandments. Welch right behind him. Jackson Gray in the mix there. In the number 5 spot, where is Levi Kitchens at? We'll give you a top 10 rundown. Kitchens just outside. He's in the number 12 spot. Lane Allison 11th. Charles Tolleson is 10th. Preston Baysflug is 9th. Julian Balmer is 8th. Brock Lassiter is 7th. Tommy Rio 6th. Hamden Hudson is 5th. Jackson Gray, they flip-flopped. Actually, Gray now 5th. Welch is 3rd. Chambers and Bennett. That is your top 10 brought to you by Dunlop Tires.
You know, Brock Lassiter, that is an action hero name if there ever was
Got
one.
those action pants on?
Oh, you know it. Yeah, absolutely. Martial artist, multiple guns, you know.
Sprays that high karate on it.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. Brock Lassiter.
Sounds like a UFC guy. Jackson Gray under the attack now of Levi Kitchens. Kitchens was 12th on the first lap, and you see him in your screen now on the 47.
Wow.
A sea of blue. The blue crew is literally a crew. That is a gang. That's a wrecking ball right there.
Blue Crew Commander Donnie Luke's loving life right now.
Fastest man on the racetrack. I'm going to call it. There he is. He was 12th in the first lap. He's in 4th right now, folks.
Big move. Big move right there.
He passed 8 riders in this lap, the 47. The Monster Energy Yamaha Blue Crew right here. He comes throwing everything but the kitchen sink. There you go. It's Levi Kitchen up to 4th with a 154 in traffic.
And look at the way he's letting that bike move, Kevin. He's letting that thing work right now.
Well, let's reset the deck here. Bennett out front. Chambers now in the number 2 spot. Welch slips back to 3rd, and now we are watching the man on the move, 47 with the yellow plates. That is Levi Kitchen. He's made the pass on Welch. He's in 3rd. He's already got a podium spot. Unbelievable race now as they work their way to the 10 Commandments. Dax Bennett, I hope you left the front door open. You're going to have some company here.
Wow, Levi Kitchen turning it out. The second fastest lap of the lap right there, 154.385 when he came through at the end of lap number 2. to make his way around Thomas Welch. Man, I tell you, keep an eye on the 47 Yamaha. This is going to get good.
You better believe it. Hey, got to point out there the number 72, Luca Marsalisi. After the first lap was in 27th place. This guy's buried in traffic, okay? But able to run a 158 back there deep in the pack. A good bit quicker than the next 5 or 6 riders ahead of Luca. So this is his style. This is his MO. Get through the trouble. Get that first lap out of the way. This guy's about to go to work.
Wow.
Going to work right now is Kitchens now. He has Jack Chambers in his sights. He's pulling back the bolt-action rifle. He's about to take a shot on Chambers right now. This kid does not waste any time.
He's got one chambered all right. He's about to pull the trigger.
Chambers about to get it. Here we go, up and over the step-up. There's the KTM, the number 12, the 47 Yamaha of Kitchen right there behind him. They're going to come around this big sweeper. Kitchen just going to let that Yamaha eat inside, outside, lays it right in. Can he make the pass? They're going to drag race down to this left-hander. He just is too much.
Right in front of us, Kevin Kelly. And we talk about that machine moving from side to side. Man, that was a nose pick all the way through there. Rode that front wheel.
Check that lap time out, boys. 151.
Wow.
4 seconds faster than Dax Bennett, and Bennett sits 5 seconds in front of him. You do the math.
Bad news.
In Georgia.
I went to school in Georgia.
I can't do that math.
He figures out, well, 2 laps, Kevin. Within 2 laps, we should see a pass for the lead if these lap times remain consistent like this.
Let's see if Dax
Hillbilly
Bennett
math
can dig down, though. See if Bennett with free track in front of him. We're going into the 10 commandments as we look for our leader. There's Bennett. He's going to go inside on the 41 Red Bull KTM Orange Brigade ride. There's the Yamaha of Kitchens. He's right there. Marsalisi passing another 7 riders there. Good call.
157 lap time in the middle of all that lap traffic, up to 13th place position for the 72.
12 names on the list, and the hitman knocking them off one at a time right now, bro.
That's it. We'll see how.
Doesn't matter what your name is. If it's on the list, you're out.
You're getting it. So when Matt Walker makes you do all that rut training, you're like, why do we continuously work in ruts? Well, take a look at this racetrack. That's why these guys excel. That's why Dax Bennett is doing so good. That's why Levi Kitchens got that Zepco 202. Right on in there. There they are under the big KTM banner there into the left-hander. Yeah, the 202, the classic. You gotta have. That's your first rod and reel, right?
Oh, yeah. 4-foot 2-inch rod.
Got a little ugly stick on there. So
4-pound test straight. Yeah, absolutely.
Up and over the step-up. There's Bennett. You're going to pick him up first. Wheeling into that step-up was the 47. Another great lap time. It was almost 6 seconds the gap. Levi Kitchens, the blood's absolutely in the water, guys.
Yeah. Levi riding really smart right now, not falling. Look at him making a short track of it.
Woo. He about went underground to make that left-hander.
Nobody
out of view and popped up.
Nobody using that inside line like Levi. Everybody else hanging up there. Everybody catching a linkage, catching a peg. Like you said, he dug a hole and came out.
Going towards the mechanics
Looked like a
area.
gopher.
He was underground. He was
looked like a gopher.
A spelunker, if you will. As they head over to the mechanics area. Hit the pass is coming. Right now, Kitchens dialed in on the number 41. The 47 is Kitchens. The 41 is Dax Bennett. This is for the lead.
Is this Shark Week?
It is, because we got a shark.
Blood in the water.
Oh, man.
Sharknado.
Oh, no. Look at this.
Oh, mercy.
Easy, boys.
10 commandments now. The Cometic bull turn. Here we go. Inside.
Watch the different line choices.
Here we go.
Bennett trying to hold that inside line from the outside slingshot. Here comes Kitchen. Pull up side by side. Ooh. Can he make it? No, not going to be able to make it happen just yet, as Bennett barely hangs on to it as we head back to Storyland.
You got to wonder, the pressure's coming. He caught him from 12 spots back. Bennett now under the attack again. Bennett trying to run those inside lines. Kitchen's going to be just too much, guys. Kitchen standing up, dragging pegs.
Yeah.
The foot's coming off the peg.
Writing's on the wall. There's no doubt about it.
There it is. The pass made. Levi Kitchen pulls that tear off. That's a little bit of a flex.
That was a needle threaded if I ever saw one, man. Snuck right in there.
Are you picking up the wheelies he's laying out there?
Okay, manualing through there.
Yeah.
Jumped past him on the rear wheel, Rodney. You're exactly right. That was threading a needle, bro.
That was threading a needle. That was, I mean, he took that spot, no doubt about it.
Looks over the shoulder. This is what you do right here. The next 2 laps, you're going to demoralize this guy right here. They both huffed that big step up over the big braking bumps there. And Levi Kitchens is putting on a show right now. Folks, another 151 while racing with Dax Bennett says, come and get it. Did you see how high his leg had to go through that rut? It was over the clutch.
The radiator, yeah, over the clutch there. I said the radiator, man.
Unbelievable. A 152 for Levi Kitchens. He has got the big arm flex up. If he's an emoji right now, that's what he is.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Tell you what, can't forget about Jack Chambers there. So still turning a 158. Rios a 158. Hudson a 159. These guys locked in their own battle right here. But Levi Kitchens,
great ride.
Holy
great
cow.
Ride. And if you're a talent scout right now, this is the year you want to pick this guy. He had a great year last year in the 125 BC. Podium guy. I believe he might have won a Moto, but this is the year for Levi Kitchens to go out and get a big-time ride. And doing it like this against those guys.
You're 100% right. Marsalisi picking up 2 more spots last time around. Slows back to a 159, but look ahead of him. Still 200, 200, 158, so still time for the Hitman.
Yeah, still got some time to reel him in out there, it looks like, as 5 laps down, working on lap number 6. We're just past the halfway point or approaching. We might see the cross flags this time around.
So Dax Bennett coming to us. Now think about how young Dax is. Dax is 14 years old. Dax is a freshman in high school.
Wow.
And Levi Kitchens is 19. So some age discrepancy there between those 2 riders. But when you get on the bike, you race what you got. You race who's in front of you. But just thought that was worth mentioning. A lot of upside to Dax Bennett being 14 years old.
Oh, that's monumental, actually. That's huge.
He's a big kid. He had to get off that. He could be riding super minis right now, probably for another 2 years. He's AMA 11. You know, I don't know how that works, even though he's 14. But the birthdays work out in such a way, I'm not sure how that goes. But take a look now. There's the number 7 as we take a ride with Garrett Hoffman on the Yamaha. There he is. Orange top there, the blue bike. The big number 7. He's a returning rider. Finished 7th last year in one of these classes, obviously.
Yeah, he had good rides last year as well. Big kid, thick kid.
Man, I like the lap times. It doesn't matter B class, A class. Levi Kitchens is putting on a clinic right now.
That's exactly right.
He's going to come back next year in that A class and be a formidable challenger for that win as we knock one of those Brett Downey Safety Foundation barrels off the side of the racetrack. We're going to need Ricky Rickards to go out there and pick that up. I know you're in Idaho, but come on out here and fix it for me. Boise, Idaho. There he is, Garrett Hoffman again. Working his way around the number 88 machine, whoever that young man was.
And look at Jack Chambers turning a 156 that time, trying to cut into Bennick's gap right there. Jack Chambers trying to cut into it a bit, just about a second and a half, almost 2 seconds quicker. Tommy Rios still in that 159. Lassiter 158. Hoffman, Marsalisi up into that 20 spots. Marsalisi has picked up over the last 5 laps.
That's how you race into the top 5. You get up in that top 5. Now you can start talking about a podium championship finish.
And already has a Moto win in
maybe a 450B limited.
I think it was 450B. Yes.
There you go. So it's Levi Kitchen, another 153 for him. He's 7 seconds out front of Dax Bennett. Jack Chambers, 3rd. Tommy Rios out of MTF is your 4th place rider. Brock Lassiter rounds out your top 5. That sounds like an anchor man. We'll send it down to Brock Lassiter with the story. Brock Lassiter.
On location with Brock Lassiter.
Yes. An expose with Brock Lassiter as he undermines the cartels. All right.
Exactly. Expose.
There is Chambers on the number 12 machine as I ran out of content there. Around the big sweeper we go. And that is 6, almost 7 laps in. And Levi Kitchens, and you guys just now catching up. He started in 12th, and now he finds himself in the number 1 spot.
My silhouette on the shirt.
It is. You can see Rodney Tomlin's silhouette on
the back of our apprentice
shirts there.
Well, you know, they came to me, and it was a sunset night here as they were looking for some artwork to get done, and I was able to
strike a pose. And
they won't get that joke. Nobody will except them standing in the tower. But
yeah, because you have to see the baggy pants on that guy right there in that shirt to understand it.
So as we continue to watch Moto number 1, Dax Bennett started off 2nd. Welch was your whole shot artist. Chambers started 12th, and didn't take long for Levi Kitchen. Welch. For Levi Kitchens to make his way through the field here in this 250B limited class. Austin Capricornitis in the number 27 spot, but our whole shot artist back in the number 26 spot, so the track has not been too kind to him.
Capricornitis sounds like a warrior.
Capricornitis.
And you can see him with a sword and a shield. Capricornitis.
Every announcer's nightmare. There's 18 consonants in a row.
Yeah.
So I need my buddy Don Collins to help work me through that. He's the one that told me how to say Capricornitis phonetically. All right, lap starting to wane away here as we have a 12-second lead. Dax Bennett going to settle in for the number 2 spot. He knows the championships, there are 3 motos.
Yep.
One bad moto by Kitchen or Chambers or Rios,
Yep.
this whole thing changes. There's Bennett on that Red Bull Jams, Orange Brigade, TLD, KTM ride. A lot of upside like we talked about, 14 years of age. He's not normally at 14. You're definitely in Super Mini. And if you're a big kid, okay, you're going to go ride the 125 BC Schoolboy. He goes, no,
Right.
no. I'll jump in the big boy 250F class and just let her rip.
And he has. That's the bottom line. It's ripping.
Doing a great job there as he hops over the step up. He's right in front of us here in the announcer's tower. Dax Bennett, he is in the number 2 spot. Your leader already coming right past us, just pounding out the 151s, the 152s, the 153s, 5 seconds a lap faster than everybody else on the racetrack. That is the Blue Crew Yamaha ride of Levi Kitchens. And we are closing in to a white flag. I would imagine it ought to be out right about now. These guys are so quick that probably when you run the low 150s, you'll get an extra lap. We're used to about a 7 or 8 lap race.
Exactly.
If you run 2-minute lap times, that's about what it'll be.
Exactly.
But when you're running low 150s, you just made everybody else have to run an extra lap.
Everybody has to step it up right there for sure. I believe next time around, probably going to be getting that 2-lap card. I believe next time
There
around.
you go. So we're watching our leaders as they head into the 10 Commandments, the number 47 of Levi Kitchen, working his way around lap traffic. And we've got the scoreboard right in front of us. Kitchen, 13-second lead.
It took control of this thing early, set the pace. You know, didn't wait things out, didn't try to set somebody up. Got out there, made as many passes as he could. And the bottom line is he put a lot of real estate between him and the rest of the pack.
Yeah, he's been running heaters for 8 straight laps, a sub 153 or so. So that is a fantastic start to his week. Levi Kitchen, great year last year, backing it up with another one.
And pulling that thing back a little bit, still running a 158.3, you know, throttling back a little bit. Yeah, sending it in.
With a 158, a sub 2-minute lap time. There's the Monster Energy ride, the 47. He's got the Bark Busters. He's ready to hit a GNCC right after this thing's over with. Those aren't Bark Busters, I know. There they go, up and over the step up. The white flag 2-lap board maybe coming out. Kitchens on a rail right now. That 151 2-lap board is out. Is it out? Okay, so the 2-lap board is coming out right now, and Kitchens can look up and see our 2-lap board. Next time around, he'll get the white flag, and then following that, he'll get the checker flag. So, pretty simple.
So with 2 to go, now we just go ahead and bust out a 153.
What's that all about? He was 158, and then he goes right back into the 153.
Let's wait till the 2-lap card comes out and turn down a 153. Holy cow, 14 seconds.
Okay, so if you're a trainer, if you're a team scout, you're like, okay, this guy's going deep into a moto, 9 laps in, and he's still within 2 seconds of his fastest lap time. That's good. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That is really good.
Progress.
Wow. Really get really analytical there, Kevin. That's good. Really, is that right?
But I tell you what, the thing about Kitchen right now, when you take a look at him, body position 100% still the same. Elbows still up, still out over that front fender, Kevin. And like we said, for him mailing it in, still turning a 153, 6 seconds a lap quicker than that second place, and he's pulling back. How you doing, boss? Good to see Miss Carrie Jo up here with us right now, working with our apprentices.
Yeah.
And absolutely, and I got to tell you, you know what? I'm not so sure that's true. You may be careful what you wish for, girls. That's for sure. But I tell you what, you're in the best hands on the campground right now. It's a pleasure to meet you, girls, and good luck. And we hope you enjoy your experience today. We have several apprentices in our program this week, and it's a brand new program. And Tim Carter absolutely praising Miss Russell for our program, and the thought she put into it and the enthusiasm that she put into that was just like our race program. So a lot of faith in you youngsters, that's for sure. You're handpicked by the best, so good luck to all of our apprentices, and we're glad to have all of you for sure.
Awesome. Behind every race promoter, that's what Rita told me a long time ago. There's a husband and wife team. The wife is, like our family, my mother was the glue. She kept it all together, the paperwork, because the dad, we'll get out there and do all the heavy lifting, but behind the scenes stuff, that's what keeps this thing moving. And I fully stand behind it. I watch my mom get yelled at, handle all the paperwork, mail everything in, schedule all the events while my dad got all the glory. She's just back there plumping away.
My best memories of Big Dave soaking off a leg cast for a Brownsville race because he had to get out there and get busy, but Carrie Jo and Rita was taking care of the paperwork, signing everybody up, making sure the details were done.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. And
believe that. Here we should be on a white flag lap one more time around. There is Dax Bennett right in front of us, continuing to hang on to that number 2 spot.
And look at my guy.
Where'd he get up to? Marcelisi
inside that top 5 from a 27th place start. Okay, the hitman, Luca Marcelisi, coming out of Yonkers, New York, introduced himself to me at the High Point Regional, and I got to tell you, we're going to be keeping an eye on this guy all week. He's the real deal.
He's got it right now. He's passed 27 riders to get up into that top 5 spot. So white flag lap here as we train our eyes to the number 47 of Levi Kitchen, who has avoided all the pitfalls that this racetrack has thrown at him. Kitchen with not a great start, in fact. He was 12th off the gate, finds himself now leading by 28 seconds. Unbelievable for Kitchen.
28-second gap, but nonetheless, still a 155, bro. A 155.
Right. So you guys at home, remember those lap times, the 151s or whatever. See how that stacks up in this pro sport.
Yeah, that's exactly right, bro. Yeah, that's next stop.
Next stop. Pro sport. All right, checker flag getting ready to come out. He is going to be the signal of, hey, man, it's over. Right there, the 47 of Levi Kitchen will take the win, a convincing win, as he gets ready to go have a word with Hot Rod Tomlin down there on the podium.
He cleaned every room in the house. Kitchen got it done, bro. Okay, all right, cleaned up. Dax Bennett, great ride by him. Jack Chambers, looking for him to work his way through as well. As a matter of fact, that Dax coming right there.
The number 12 KTM.
No,
Chambers.
Should be right there. There's Daxon right there.
Yep, there's Dax, 28 seconds back. He is cruising through. But again, 3-moto format, anything can go. There's no sense killing yourself trying to run with a guy that you're not capable of beating right now in this moto.
Unnecessary risk. Sure. It doesn't pay off. It doesn't make sense.
And again, the kid is 14 years of age. He could be riding a Super Mini right now.
As you said, that's AMA 11.
Sure, he's AMA 11. There's Chambers on the number 12 machine. There's the number 72 of Marcelisi. It looks like he'll hop into the number 4 spot. There he does. Past 23 riders. And we are getting ready to send it down to Rodney Tomlin down on our podium with a remarkable ride by Levi Kitchen on the Blue Crew Yamaha. Take it away, Hot Rod.
All righty. Thanks a lot, Kevin. And, of course, as we said, we down here. Go ahead, man. Down here on the podium, how about it for your Moto 1 winner, Levi Kitchen? Pick himself up some Moto Gold, grabbing himself up another one of those great-looking Monster Energy caps. And, of course, Levi, spectacular ride for you, my friend, going out and making things happen. Of course, had your work cut out for you there on that first couple laps. You went to work, made things happen, and here we are, first place. The microphone.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a good race. I got off to a pretty bad start, and I almost got in a pileup in the first turn, so I had to check up. And I don't know where I was on the first lap. I was pretty buried, I think, and I knew making them, and once I seen them, I hammered down and just went.
Well, good ride. Moto 1 win. You got yourself some gold. Anybody you need to say thanks to?
Yeah, my mom, dad, my sister back home, all my friends and family watching, and then the whole, well, Rob and Sherry from Real Deal. I mean, I couldn't be doing that without them. And then the whole Rock River Yamaha team, Ed Torrance, Donnie Luce, FMF, Bell Helmets, Monster, Moose Racing, Alpine Star, 100%. I don't know if I said that already, but I'm pretty pumped. Thank you, guys.
Hey, good reason to be pumped. How about Levi Kitchen, Moto Gold here in Moto 1 as we bring our second or third place. Who are we going to bring up next? We got Dax Bennett in the number 2 spot. Jack Chambers taking third, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to bring our next competitor up. All right, so trying to get these guys from out from under the tent. Rightfully, I guess, a little bit spent after that moto. Looking at that track out there, it is certainly developing quite a bit of a race pace out there that is challenging these riders to their highest levels. And waiting, still waiting. All right, here we go. We got, I believe that's Jack. How about it? Third place there, Jack Chambers, ladies and gentlemen. Taking home some Moto bronze, Jack. Pretty good ride for you out there. Good competition. I know the riders are stiff, man, but that track also, that's the unknown variable you got to face out there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was. They groomed a few sections out there, so it wasn't as rough as I was expecting. But yeah, I got a not so decent start actually. I was hoping to get the whole shot and run with the top 3 guys the whole moto and hopefully pull out a win. But we'll get them on the next one.
There you go, Moto bronze. I believe third place for you, buddy. Who do you want to say thanks to?
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, my sister, my mechanic Dalton, the whole Rides Unlimited BTO Sports crew, Seven, FMF, Scott, Dunlop, Gizmo Mods. Not for the stock bike, obviously, but Dunlop tires. I mean, just everyone that's gotten to this point in riding. I thank you so much.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Chambers taking third place, Moto bronze here at Loretta Lynn's in this Moto #1, and up to the podium next. We'll bring. Still doesn't look like. Was Dax ready to go now? All right, we'll bring Dax up, our second place position. Finisher. So how about at second place, Moto silver going to Dax Bennett, ladies and gentlemen. And like we said, man, I mean, this track really spending these riders and the competition doing the same. Dax, I tell you, man, you found yourself a host of competition out there today. There's no doubt about it. Take us through that moto.
Yeah, it was good. I got up to a really good start and just started hitting my marks and found a pretty good flow and was feeling good out front, comfortable, and about 15 minutes in, my arms started getting really tight, and but I'm happy with my ride. It was good. So first national on the big bike.
Awesome, man. Congratulations to you. You're what, 14 years old, I think?
Yeah.
Wow, young man on a big machine, no doubt about it. Anybody you want to say thanks to for help put you in this position?
Yeah, Lord Jesus Christ, keep me safe. KTM Orange Brigade, my mom, my dad, FMF, Dunlop, Troy Lee Designs, and everyone else. Thank you.
There you go, the young gun, ladies and gentlemen. Dax Bennett taking the silver here in Moto #1 as we bring to the podium the 98 of Thomas Welch, who got the whole shot in this one, picked himself up the Stability Bicycle Whole Shot Award, and he's going to come on up and have a little chat with us as well, man. I tell you, everybody knows, starts are imperative. I mean, you've got to have a good start in order to have a good finish out here, and sometimes, man, even a good start makes it a little tough for you out there. But take us through that one. Congratulations, Thomas Welch. Good start, buddy.
Thank you. I had a good start. I was 24th pick and was about 5 outside of the box and just got out the hole real good and checked to my right and no one was there. Shifted some gears and just carried it all the way around the first turn.
Rest of the moto, how did that one go for you?
It was a struggle. I was feeling good at the beginning. I hurt my shoulder a couple weeks ago, so I'm a little sore, but I came around, I was feeling good, and a few guys got past me, and I was just trying to catch one of their back wheel and ride with them, but man, getting a start, especially when I'm not used to getting starts, and so getting a start, my heart rate got high, and I was excited to be out front, so I got a little pumped up, and I tipped over twice and cost me a lot of ground, but I tried my best to work my way back up as far as I could, but I'm upset about how the moto went. I definitely feel like I could have stayed in the top 5 if I didn't let my nerves get to me as much as they did.
Well, you got 2 more motos to get it all sorted out in. Thomas, who would you like to say thanks to?
I'd like to say thanks to my mom, my dad, Alpine Star, Arai Helmets, O'Neill Racing, X-Brand, Atrebi's, Pro Circuit, and everyone else. Thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Welch taking the whole shot, the Stability Cycle